Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Sinazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, today I want us to learn something because it has been the norm of this YouTube street. You know, most of the people are being told to react. Others have decided to make it a slander, make false statement, bordering libel and defamatory going forward. If all along you've been used to this street, now the lazy gang have formed another word that they want to throw in the middle of the sentence, at the end, at the beginning of their sentence anyhowly. The word itself is allegedly, thinking that that one might shield them or defend them from complete legal suit should Marwa decide to go that direction. I want to tell them today boldly that they're making a very big mistake because they still don't know how to use that word, because they don't know how to reframe, because there is no careful wording of such kind of words going forward. Today, I'm going to use the Nairobi teacher video where he went rampage, castigating Marwa, and started recounting rumors after rumors, lies after lies, while she knows the truth. It was being done with the utmost bad faith. The intent itself was on the verge of always want to harm the reputation of Ayamara going forward, because that is the motive itself. So the intent itself has already verified the reasons why Nairobi teacher was coming with this kind of material, which are not verified and proven facts going forward. So without further ado, let's watch Nairobi teacher video, then I will come and give you the gist concerning it and how this word allegedly, people have been using it wrongly, people have been throwing it helter-skelter, thinking that that one will offer them the full protection against the legal proceeding or the legal suit, should there be one at any.
Managed to scam the giant, his employer. Like, how do you scam your own employer? Guys, how? Tell me, how do you do it? How do you scam your own employer? The person who pays you, you scam them. So apparently Senso has allegedly scammed his own employer, which is YouTube. And it's not, guys, it's not cheap money, it's not little money, but it's about 44,000 USD. So if I convert that into Kenyan money, it's approximately 7 to 8 million Kenyan shillings. Guys, my 7 million Kenyan shillings. And hey, you know what is the funny thing, or the good thing about this is YouTube, you cannot steal from YouTube and get away with it. Okay, I'll go into details on how he was able to do that, though my information might not be accurate, but this is just my own opinion or reaction on what I saw and my speculation on the issue. So guys, first things first, how much money did Senso scam? It is exactly 44,000 USD. Let me confirm. Yo, I saw that and I was like, what is happening? It's go big.
From that video going forward, there's a lot of things that you can learn from that video. Most of it borders defamatory. I will tell you about the defamatory because at the beginning of my sentence or my reaction or analysis, I said if you throw the word allegedly at the end, therefore it means fully defamatory because there is nothing you are referring to. But in the case of Nairobi teacher started with the word allegedly. So the word allegedly, when you start at the beginning, which means you are referring to a rumor, you are referring to allegation, which one you want to recount because there is lack of fact thereof. So which means the question that we should be asking Nairobi teacher, what is allegation Nairobi teacher was referring to? There is none. And still that one qualifies Nairobi teacher full sentence and statement. Not as allegation, but as a rumor. Not as a rumor, but as a false, as a lie and a slander. Libel and defamatory in suit. Therefore, the legal consideration and action could be taken for Nairobi teacher. You know, if you just make a bunch of random lies and attach the word allegedly at the end, for example, let's use the letters XYZ as a person. That, for example, XYZ is a scam swindler, allegedly. Then that one simply means it's not allegation. Huh? Are you there? It's not allegation. It is a false and a swindler. So in this statement alone, when you're saying XYZ is a scam swindler, therefore, which means you are referring, it's allegation, and you are referring to an existing allegation and existing rumors, an existing situation. But in this case, which rumor, which material content that Nairobi teacher was referring to? There is none of material he was referring to. So it's a self-made rumor, a self-made reference that Nairobi teacher was reacting on his own self-made lies. So a self-made rumor in itself that you are referring to is not an allegation. The word allegedly cannot work there because it is self-made. It is you. The word allegedly an allegation, something must happen true. And the subject herein, or the person whom the very action you are referring to that has just happened must be a suspicious person, must be a suspect. For example, let's say today there was a theft. And if the theft, somebody went and stole a particular commodity, ABCDE company, from that company, then it happened the person XYZ was just nearby. Then when the police arrived, circumstantially, the XYZ will be a suspect of the theft. Therefore, allegedly, when the police shall have arrested the XYZ, therefore we shall detonate it to XYZ that the XYZ has been arrested by the police on account of a suspicions of theft or a burglary. You just don't pick the word allegedly, then you throw it in front, center, in the middle, north and west, thinking that that one will provide you a shield from libel, from defamatory and false statement suit. You know, adding such kind of statement itself, it's like you're adding inappropriate words at the end of your defamatory sentence. So guys, let me now take you to the group of school and let's learn a little bit on how the word allegedly we can use it so that it can partially shield you from such kind of claim, because it has come to my realization that most of the lazy gang, it's either they don't know or they know and they pretend, or their main action is just easy money that is coming because they've already been given money and they're being told react. And in your reaction, you have to pay for the dime that you have already been paid. You have to pay for the check that you had signed. So they were on a rush just to bring in the reaction itself that are not well in tandem with the legal matters, but mainly to pay for the check and to suit a narrative that they've already formed with their gullible audience who are feeding on such kind of stale information going forward. So guys, before I delve in, let's take a moment and we'll come boldly to highlight such kind of sensitive issues going forward. Welcome back to my YouTube chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, at the beginning of this statement, I said the word allegedly is used to refer to the existing rumor, to allegation that has just happened. We just wanted to know who was who did it actually. An incident must happen. Therefore, we look at who is responsible. That's why we're saying an allegation. Allegation is not a false. Allegation is true. But the person who is being connected with such kind of allegation, with such kind of an opening or an occurrences, that's why we use the word alleged. It's being alleged that XYZ has stolen the goods. That's why the XYZ was arrested, which means the theft has just occurred. But we are looking for the person who was responsible of theft. Are you there? That's why we'll call the person XYZ to allegedly. We use the word allegedly because we are not sure whether he or she was the one who stole. Maybe other people stole it and ran. That's what allegedly. So an occurrence must happen. So to the point, Nairobi teacher is telling Marwa that you scammed a particular kind of amount doing YouTube work, and the YouTube is deducting Marwa kind of money. Something that has not opened. Therefore, you wonder. You wonder. You wonder itself. For example, I've said several times, most of the YouTubers in the reaction channel, whenever they're dealing with sensitive issues, most of them, they're just stating lies. They involve themselves in what we call the libelious or inflammatory kind of a statement. They're not making sense. They're not making sense. They're not making sense. So how can we categorize the Nairobi teachers and Black Beauty false allegation that they have been ever doing in this forum? It is definitely a libel or a defamatory statement, because they always initiate the rumor, start reacting and spread the self-made rumors, which is so fictitious. But because most of them, they always start with the word allegedly, which means allegedly you're using it wrongly because there's no such kind of occurrences. And for example, we can just say, okay, let's give you the benefit of doubt. He who alleges has all the burden of proof. Can you prove all your assertions? Can you prove the allegations to be facts and to be true? It's not just a matter of throwing the word allegations. It's not just a matter of throwing allegedly. Allegedly, who said it? What is the source of the information? What contextual material fact are you referring to or on? Another question people might ask sometimes, what if you use the word allegedly correctly? Can it shield you completely from legal suit? Definitely, it doesn't provide a complete shield from defamatory suit. Because, number one, the key legal consideration itself is whether the statement can be prefaced with allegedly is ultimately a false and causes a reputational damage or harm to the subject. In a nutshell, what that statement is saying, the key legal consideration is whether, which means the court will examine and the court will consider whether the statement you made, if the statement itself is paraphrased, or when it read for multiple times to a group of people, the word allegedly is ultimately false. Can it still mean the same thing when you read it to a group of people? What is the connotations of this legal consideration? It's whether the statement that Nairobi teacher is making when prefaced with allegedly is ultimately false. Which means you cannot refer to a false source. The evidence must be there. That's why you are so serious and boldly saying that Marwa swindles, that Marwa doing swindles, have fake views, that Marwa swindles 44 point something K USD, which means you are sure. And your assertions and these stupid allegations, which are so fake, is harming Ayamaro reputations because you cannot approve it. You cannot prove it beyond reasonable doubt. Number two is the speaker's intent. The question that will be asked is the Nairobi teachers or the Black Beauty's intent and the level of care they took when verifying the information, whether it's a fact or false, will be taken into analysis. Whether both of them disregarded the truth while still continue to recount lies after lies. Because this is what is happening. Other story they've claimed and they've been proven wrong. There's not even an apology, but they continue spreading the rumors with the fake word allegedly. They can stupidly and physically be taken behind the bus. I'm speaking the truth. To wrap these conversations going forward, careful wording with utmost good faith. So with utmost good faith is also an authority or a legalese in the word, in the law jargons. So utmost good faith, for those who did the financial accounting, so any kind of administrative and commercial law, there is word with utmost good faith. So the utmost good faith herein, in the law terminology, we call it the eubarimai fidei. So eubarimai fidei, or with utmost good faith, the effort to distinguish unproven claims from verified facts are important when dealing or reporting sensitive matters. So at this point, these are the things that most of the lazy gang do not understand and they cannot fathom, which is worrisome. They don't care. There is no duty of care with every statement that is coming from their own mouth. So long as they say, so long as they harm a reputation of Marwa, that is it. They don't care. So I'm acutely sure that with those statements I've given you there above, using a word allegedly does not offer a defense for prosecution, a defense for prosecution. All they do is recounting lies after lies, throwing the word allegedly in front, in the middle, with their inappropriate lies and reckless statement. I hope at one time Amaro will come and stand up to sue them going forward. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.